really nice. You're nice.
Well, she likes cookie cakes. I'm trying to do something.
All right, so we're going to work on real quick. We're going to do the katas real quick. I'll do it in front of that, and then
Finish that way then?
I guess either way. And then we want to do the 3 self-defenses you guys really need to work on. So just with me real quick. So where am I good? Right here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So kata form 1 is the breathing kata. It's a combination of 4 different qigongs. So we're going to go up, tighten everything, tighten the pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat to a horse stance. Roll the pelvis in. Float the crown of the skull. Reach up through the fingertips. Push out with the iron skin form, which is pushing pressure from your belly. Squeeze belly out through the edges of your palms. The edges of your hands. From here, we're opening the center, using your laogongs, turning at your laogong. This is the iron palm form. Trying to open up the heart meridian, or what's also called the central dantian. 3 pushes with a turn. Opening the lower dantian with the Buddhist, or it's also called 3-circle breathing. Inhale, pushing the belly out, trying to hold in like a big balloon. Exhale, squeezing the belly. A lot slower though. Crossover, Taoist breathing. We're going to suck in, opening up the upper dantian, pushing out again through the edges of the hands. This is the splitting bamboo posture. As we exhale, relaxing the belly. Crossover, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We always want to do that because it's like every kung fu school does that. Right? That's the first thing you learn somewhere. Second kata form 2. We're going to start from here. We're going to go sun goes up, sun goes down. Okay? Normally it's just 1 step. I just took a step to stay in the center of the room. We're going to do basically a modified yin-yang hand, which is holding a chi ball. You're going to flex all your muscles. And then cock your left arm. We're going to do the Japanese short strikes first. 1, making sure the pelvis is tucked, making sure it looks like a mountain peak. Your fist should look like a mountain peak, aimed like right at the under the xiphoid process. Right? You want to kind of just like hit the tip of it. Okay? 1, 2. You don't want to extend your arms out. You don't want them like this. You want this nice and short, sort of like pretending you're doing a rabbit punch. It's nice and tight. Okay? From here, everything's tight and squeezed. So 1, 2. Then the next one, longer Japanese strike, is going to go up the center axis, crossing over your own hand, rotating out as if you're striking yourself right here. Okay? Driving through the nose, but it's also a block, so the arm is slightly bent. Okay? 4. Okay? Then we're going to go to the Chinese long strike. Circle the block, turn in the hips, strike out at a 45-degree angle, kind of up and away. Okay? Then around the other side. From here, we're going to do a first trap. We're going to open our hand, bring the palm all the way past to the shoulder, bring it in front of the face, pull down. And as we pull down, we're going to pull with the intent of pulling this elbow to our hip. And as we pull the elbow to our hip, that's going to unleash the back fist. Straight forward out back fist. So we're coming from here, straight out like that with a nice grip here. Same on the other side. Towards the hips, use the toe to turn. Okay? Pull back, strike forward. Okay? From here, Korean neck chop with a elbow strike. Okay? We're going to cross the hands, hammer fist low. Up, 1, 2. Okay? Try and get those together as much as possible. Double mountain punch, thinking this is really a headbutt. Using the head, striking the groin and the nose. Head goes to the center of the chest. Get on the other side. Make sure you're really leaning in. Squat, double knuckle back fist. Of course, we're starting to toughen up our fist and getting used to hitting at the same time. Turn in, we're going to double X block up, making sure you roll the hands out as you X block up. Inhale, drop the weight, and double X block down, making sure it passes the level of your groin. Okay? From here, we're going to take our left hand, circle in front of the face. The right hand circles under the elbow in front of the face to a cat stance. This begins the clock portion. So we're going to kick once, groin strike, kick twice, thrust, side kick at a 3 o'clock angle, look to the rear. We're going to do a mule kick, which is a toe down, heel up kick. Balance yourself just with the toe, look forward, both hands move forward. You're going to do a full roundhouse, twisting on the ankle. Bring the leg back. From here, cut with the right hand, cross over, cut, left. So we're going to go now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And from here we end. Okay? All right, real quick, we're going to go over interceptor real quick. Interceptor from this position. First 3 we worry about. Okay? We're going to cut from this angle. Dave, you can go ahead and get dressed if you want. Okay. Just go ahead and... first strike we worry about is someone doing a left, straightforward jab. Right? You're coming with a jab. Boom. We're going to step past it. The second one we worry about is kind of a right overhand haymaker. We're going to work on that. The third one we worry about is someone coming trying to choke from here. Okay? So interceptor. Go ahead and line up straight on. Okay, we're going to be in a zone 3. This has everything you should have in it right off the bat. 360-degree security, the eyesight airway mobility algorithm, and zone theory. Right? Did I say all that already? And Q show. Right. So as the strike occurs, he's going to aim straight to my jaw. I'm going to parry with a sidestep at a 45-degree angle, making sure I try and keep the arm as close to me as possible. Strike the eyesight, which usually tilts the head back slightly. Strike the throat. Put the hand past so you've got a good firm grip. And in reality, you're going to go to the knee here, but for practice, we're going to go to each other's rib cage. At this point, we're going to cock ourselves and clear the room with a 360-degree look and turn. I want to bring it slightly off balance. At this point, we're going to do what's called the wakikatami, which we're going to straighten our back up, squeeze our armpit at the elbow, and drop our body weight while lifting the wrist. Okay? At this point, we're going to transfer to some Q-show. We're going to roll the arm back, making sure we're gripping at the mountain 1 and 2, reaching across the belly, across the neck, pressure here. Okay? If you can't get the pressure there, just grab whatever you can. If you really need them, grab the eyeballs. Okay? Whatever. You have a lot of contacts in? Yeah. You want to plant that weight. Oh, stand up. You want to put the weight on the back foot so you can take it off the back foot. Once I'm in this position, I like to hold him here, use the arm that you were, slide up under and through. Okay? From here, you're going to slide through, grab your own bicep, try and aim for his ear, and squeeze the elbows together while bowing in that direction. Okay. Next one we're going to worry about is 45-degree hammer fist. This comes from a right haymaker. At this point, I'm a bicep strike. This comes from the alphabet position. The alphabet techniques from the older Kajukenbo. Sometimes this goes to the outside with a double strike at that position. It comes from this way is what it looks like. We're here. He comes just kind of a right cross, right? I'm going to hit there, striking the bicep and the groin at the same time. We may not have that much time. We're here. It's going to come across. I'm going to bring my hands to my forehead, both of them, almost at the same time, while stepping off to the side. So I'm going to aim here, bring my forearm up in case he is striking with the other hand, right? I'm going to beat that one down. If he's not striking with the other hand as I step forward, we're going to strike on the clavicle, getting off the line of attack, dropping weight as much as possible, using that whipping action to bring the forearm back across the nose, and always protecting the other arm here. From here, once we do that, we're going to step with our right foot across and drive our shoulder into the sternum notch, okay, or the solar plexus. Once that creates some space, we're going to be at a 45-degree angle, thrust kick. Extend them out of the way from straight on. This really is like a right cross. You're just kind of going, right? So as it happens, we're going to duck under and strike. Okay, really trying to aim creating a little hemorrhage in the bicep. Right? Striking down at a 45-degree angle, cutting off. Okay, thinking like chopping his head off. Strike. Strike. That pushes him back a little bit. Reposition. Thrust kick. Okay. All right. The next one we worry about is the judo choke release. Okay. Or this is called kubishimi in Japanese. So as they start, the first thing obviously you want to do is make sure that you're being sensitive to someone putting their arms around you. So obviously the first thing you want to do is put your arms in the position that you want to stop him at. So as the choke starts, you're trying to aim right at the cleavage of the elbow. There's a little Q-show point in there too that you can help. If you get too bogged down, grab the thumb to wheel it out if you have to. All right? But the important part is stopping this action, because once you get to here, it's almost impossible. Or even if they pull it up here and get that elbow back, it's going to be impossible to get good and free, all right, without really hurting them. But traditional judo, you just get them loaded and roll them. Not in Kajukenbo necessarily. First thing we're going to do is trap, right? Start applying a little bit of Q-show pressure. So we're here and here. I'm going to stomp once, okay? Headbutt if I have to, right? From here, I want to punch to the outside first. Punch the inside first. 1, 2. That's going to set me up for being able to roll this over. So making sure you're going 1 outside, creates a little space. 2 inside. Oh, I messed up. 2, 1, and 2 next. That drives him back so that as you go down, you're grabbing the groin as hard as possible, using the groin to lift and roll up. Control the arm. Knee goes to the rib cage. This is up on a Q-show point, or at least grabbing the arm in this position. I'm putting as much body weight on him as possible. From here, I want to get ready to act like I'm about to punch him straight down, because normally that will throw someone's hand up, right? And you want to be able to intercept that. So as you're coming down, you're going to turn your hand for a chop under the arm, because normally if you set like this, you're going to be able to cut right underneath the arm. From here, you want to use the kinetic energy with a back fist, a rolling back fist. And you're going to practice on your partner by hitting the inside of the thigh, which works too. Then feel it there. All right. So you're going to hit the thigh, but aiming at the aiming at the. Oh, sorry. Then you're going to just be like a jackhammer, like you're trying to break a board. Okay. Normally it's going to kind of melt him away a little bit. He may still have a hand up, but you're going to drive it straight down, aiming for the stomach 36. If anything, you can just hold them here sometimes. Okay. But you want to have that feeling of boom, trying to break the floor through their head, okay? Do not attempt in this position to strike someone more than 3 times. Once you strike them a 4th time and they're completely disabled, you're going to jail for sure. You get 3 strikes, normally. If you disable them 3 strikes, you're relatively okay, right? You're not going to kill them with that normally, unless they're just a frail little child. You should be fighting frail little children anyway. What's wrong with you? All right. So those are the 3 I want y'all to really worry about. See if you can get those on tape. And then just send them to me or bring them to this.
Cool.
All right, I gotta go change to do a 19.